Hello, and here we go again. It's time for another request. This time it's Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Now, there was heaps of stuff to look at in here. There's lots of flams, there's lots of kind of orchestral and marching snare drum stuff, as well as big triplet rolls around the kit. So some of the stuff might take you a little while to work out. Even if it takes you a week to get a feel together, don't worry about it, just take it slow, and eventually you'll be able to play it to the song. I've tried to break it down as best I can, so let's jump on the kit and check it out. Tip number one for playing this song is that you're going to need flams, and you're probably going to need flame accents as well. So flams are just a little grace note in front of a main note. Hold one stick higher than the other and the other one nice and low, you'll get a nice sound. And then a flam accent is basically a flam triplet. So it's a triplet with a flam at the front and we're just alternating the sticking. I absolutely love these rudiments. They're great for your hands, so eventually they should help you with your hand speed and everything, as well as sounding great around the kit. When the drums first come in, we don't need the flame accents just yet though. We're just playing this pattern on the snare drum. My tip for that section would be to keep your sticking consistent. So if you're starting the triplets with the left hand, that will mean you're always on the right hand at the start of the bar, which is kind of handy. But if you want to do it the other way around, go for it, but just make sure you're consistent, just so it makes it easier and you're not always changing from right hand to left hand to right hand to left hand at the start of every bar. Before we come into the next little epic section, we've got this great fill that goes like this. And then the next bit, the snare drum is still going, but the drum kit is definitely in kind of over the top with crashes and tom fills right the way around. So the main tom fill that gets played goes like this. I find that one easiest to start left hand, and then you end up with the crash on the left hand as well, but it just means you can move down the kit nice and easily. Okay, and then there's like these filler fills in between that epic fill. So the first filler fill, I'm going to use my 8-inch tom here. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just play around your kit, stay on your top tom for that one extra kind of beat, yeah? Anyway, this one is kind of a group of 4 split over triplets. So the kick drum is playing every second note, but we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That probably sounds a bit confusing. I'll play it for you slowly. If you can get those 4s over triplets, it'll really help you line up those bass drums, which is super handy. The other fill that comes in between the epic fill goes like this. Okay, and so all of those fills just kind of alternate. You know, I think there's 3 of the first fill, and then a fill-in fill, and then 3 of the first fill again, and then a fill-in fill. Then eventually we just crash out, and we've got this great buzz roll. And that's right before kind of the punk part of the song comes in, and the fill that leads into that goes like this. Then we are into our punk beat, which we've already played stacks of times in other songs. It's just kick, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare. Once again, I can hear the ride cymbal, but my ride cymbal's not kind of crashy enough to sound like a crash cymbal. If you've got it, definitely use it. I'm going to play it up on the crash cymbals, but ride cymbal or crash cymbal doesn't matter too much. We play a tiny little fill just before we go onto the hi-hats and into the verse. Then, once we're into our verse, we're just playing 8th notes on the hi-hats instead of quarter notes on the crash cymbal. There's a fill halfway through that section, and that goes like this. And then we play quarter notes on the hi-hats and open them up a little bit. Just the same beat though. We're nearly at our chorus, and the fill that leads us into the chorus sounds like this. Okay, so I hope you know where we're up to. We are bang on the chorus. The beat is going to change just a little bit. Once again, could use the ride cymbal if you want. I'm up on the crash cymbal, and the groove's going to sound like this. A little way through that, we use exactly the same fill that we used to get into the chorus with the flams. And then there's that cool little anticipated fill where we come out on the and of 4. I'm sure you'll know it. Starts with the flam and just goes round the kit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, just like this. And then going back into our verse again, we play a fill that is really similar to the way we got into the verse in the first place. Lucky for us, we go through exactly the same process, right through that verse, same kind of fills, same kind of grooves, right through the chorus, same fills and same grooves, until the end of the chorus when we have this fill that goes into the bridge. The bridge groove kind of alternates between 2 bars of like a normal rock beat and then onto the toms for the second 2 bars. So the first bit sounds like this. The kick drums are a little bit fast, so just take them slow until you can speed them up and get them at the same tempo as the song. And then the tom bit. The second time through those toms, we mix it up a little bit and we play a little fill at the end that goes like this. Then we have another super duper epic triplet fill right around the kit. For starters, we're playing snare drums on the quarter note just to kind of amp things up, and then the fill coming out of that goes like this as well. The nice thing about that is that they're all even groups of notes on the toms, so you're always on your right hand for the crash cymbal. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. That'll stop you from getting too tangled up. Okay, and then we're back into our orchestral section. So I'm going to have a quick look at the snare drum part. Once again, I hope you've worked on your flams because we've got lots of those going on. And with the buzz roll, I think it's easiest, you get the best sound if you keep that kind of triplet feel going throughout the buzz roll while you're buzzing those notes. Here we go. Then we start bringing in some of our epic fills from the very beginning. Crash, triple, crash. And that kind of morphs into a really slow, like a halftime beat. And then that kind of morphs in again and becomes a snare drum roll right up to the stop. Okay? So that section goes like this. That brings us once again to our chorus, which goes through exactly as we've already done with our other choruses. At the end there is a tricky fill. It's again triplets, but I can hear some kind of strange accents and the orchestration is a little bit strange as well. I think if you're having problems with it, one, you could leave the flams out, And number two, you could change the orchestration. You don't have to play on exactly the same drums as I do. As long as the rhythm is there, it's still going to have that same kind of feel, okay? So if you want to challenge yourself, grab what I've done. But if you just want to get the sound out, leave the flames out and just move it around the kit however's comfortable for you and whatever sounds good to you as well. So here's that fill at the end of that chorus. That brings us very nearly to the end of the song. We're just in a really big like quarter time feel, and that goes like this, probably over on the right cymbal. And the very last three bars, we just amp up the kick drums a little bit, and then we finish on a nice big crash cymbal. Sounds like this. To finish off the song, we go back into our marching snare drum feel, which we've already used and already learnt, and then that's the end of the song. Look at that, we made it. Now there is heaps of stuff in that song. Some of those fills, honestly, I think you could spend a week just perfecting and just getting them up to speed so that you can play them in the right place in the song. I hope that it's not been too confusing. I hope you can find where everything is in the song, but if you have any questions, leave a question in the comment section below, let me know. Anyway, happy practicing with that one, guys. Good luck, because it will sound fantastic when you get it. I'll see you soon at the next lesson.